Good morning, welcome back to my Flosstube channel. My name's Laura, also known as Butterfly Stitches 83, also known as Cotton and Clay UK over on Instagram. And this is my little corner of the internet where we talk about all things cross stitch. I will warn you that we are on for a bumper episode today. I've got so much to show you. So get cozy, get comfy, get yourself a nice drink. Hopefully you are watching this at a time where you have a lovely bit of free time to indulge in a bit of cross stitch and have me on in the background. I would love that. I saw a video yesterday on Instagram and I really liked it. It was basically saying how society makes us think that January is a time for like rebirth and reorganization and reinventing and New resolutions and all the rest of it. But really, by definition, after the holiday season and it being winter on this side of the in this hemisphere, really it should be a time for getting cozy and resting and putting good things into our bodies and getting more sleep and just generally kind of hibernating almost. So really we should be relaxing rather than being like, yeah, go get them, go gym, go resolutions, you know. So anyway, I hope you're doing a little bit of that and having a little bit of stitchy time. Bear with me, I'm going to put my heater back on. I turned it off because I thought, you know what, it's getting quite warm in here, but now I'm already freezing. So what have I got for you today? So I've got 3 finishes, 3 starts and finishes, 7 new starts because it is the new year, despite what I just said. Then I've got a pretty massive WIP Parade. I've got 2 exciting new kits to show you, one of which is going to be a giveaway, so make sure you stay to the end to find out about that. And then I've got a little bit of haul and a few bits of lovely stitchy kindness as well. So yeah, lots to show you, so I better just crack on, to be honest. I'm going to start with finishes as usual. Oh no, tell a lie, no I'm not. I'm going to start with sorry, I've got my little list in front of me. I'm going to start with a few Flosstube recommendations because during the Advent Flossmas time I was watching various and I just wanted to tell you about a couple of my favourites. If you did join me for my daily videos during Advent, by the way, thank you so much. If you didn't join me, then I'm going to show you the finishes that I showed during that, so you're not going to miss anything out. But if you did join me, that was really fun and thank you so much. Yeah, there's just 4 ladies I really want to recommend today. I've recommended them before, but in case you missed it, I just want to recommend them again. So first and foremost, my good pal Shell at Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. She's doing like fantastic Flosstube at the moment. She's only been going for not sure how long now. I think maybe she's on like Flosstube number 6. I might be making that up. But she's great. She's really great. She did fantastic Advent videos as well, Flossmas videos. She's really fun, she's really sweet, she has lots of amazing projects, and her recent video was brilliant, where she was she's done, instead of WIP Parade, she's done like a finish parade, and it's really amazing, so definitely check her out. That's Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. Also, please check out my friend Cross Stitch Sarah. She is trying to get to 1,000, is it 1,000 subscribers? She's got a milestone that she's really trying to reach. So I would love for you to go and check her out. Her videos are lovely. She has lots of amazing projects. She did a fantastic review. Well, she's done 2 fantastic reviews for Historical Sampler recently. She did a review of their Advent calendar and also a review of their latest, what are they called? Cotton and Twine. Cotton and Twine box. So you should definitely check her out for those, but her usual Flosstube is amazing as well. She has lots of great projects. If you like some of the projects I show, I think you'll like a lot of her projects too, because I think we've got quite similar taste. And she's just lovely and her videos are great, so I definitely recommend you check her out and give her a subscribe to try and get her to that milestone. And also, who's got new video lately? Ellie at Stitchinbeeee. Her latest video is really lovely as well. I hadn't seen a video from her for a little while, but her newest one is really, really good. Definitely check her out. She seems to sort of find like a lot of patterns that I've never seen before, which I think is really nice because a lot of us can be showing the same things from time to time. So definitely check her out. She's brilliant. And also the one that I really stuck with me during Flossmas was Bumble Stitches. Definitely, I was already subscribed to her, but I subscribe to a lot of Flosstubers and I don't always keep up with it because I'm a bit rubbish like that. But I really enjoyed her Flossmas and I've been watching her ever since. I think I'm one video behind because I think she put a video out yesterday. But again, she's been doing some fantastic work recently, so definitely check out Bumble Stitches as well. I will put links to all 4 of those channels in the show notes. So now let's move on to finishes. I'm gonna try and stick quite rigidly to my list today because I've got so much to show you. So apologies to those of you who did watch my Flossmas videos because 2 of these you'll have already seen, but I just want to cover bases for those of you who didn't, because plenty of people probably didn't have time to watch a video a day from me during Christmas. So 2 that I finished during the Christmas period is this one, which is We Santa 2019 from Heart in Hand. He's so cute. He really didn't take as long as I thought he would either. He's absolutely wonderful. So that was a Christmas finish that I was dead chuffed with. I was also really happy to finish this one. And this was Cardinal by Yasmin, made with love. And again, had a lot of fun with that. Added some extra gold, kind of stitched from stash as well. Did my own thing, but I'm really pleased with the colours. So yeah, I was really chuffed with those 2 Christmas finishes. My 3rd Christmas finish, I've just realised I forgot to bring in here, which was the Snowman Snow Globe tiny little finish, which came from the Historical Sampler Advent box, which, you know what, hang on, he's here. Bear with. I think it's going to be that sort of video, guys. I'll warn you, it's going to be that sort of video where I'm a little bit all over the place. Here we go. Here he is. Yay. Yeah, Snowman Snow Globe. He was one of the little mini kits that we got in the Historical Sampler Advent box. And he's adorable. I love him. And he really was a nice quick stitch to do over the festive period as well. So that was my 3 sort of very Christmassy finishes. I finally get to show you guys this. So those of you who were watching the Flossmas videos would have already seen this. This was the epic piece that I was working on, that was the design for the Evertote Modern Folk Embroidery Roxy Floss collab Nordic holiday countdown. And I was working on this every day during Flossmas and it was so much fun. It was the most monogamous I've been with my stitching for many, many years, and I had so much fun. But I had to end my Flossmas before Christmas, before I'd had all of the patterns, so I wasn't finished. So I can finally show it to you today. And here it is. It is probably one of my favourite pieces ever. I'm always going to look back on this one and see the memories of this last just gone Advent period, and all the fun we all had chatting together and stitching together. But also, it's just an absolutely stunning piece. As I say, this was in the Advent box, but you can now get it from Modern Folk Embroidery Jacob's website. I think it's called Yule Girls, something like that. But if you just go and check, it'll be one of the most recent ones. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love it so much. By the way, at the end of my Flossmas, my last Flossmas video was a review of the 3 Advents that I had, and what I thought of them all. And I go into a lot of detail about especially the Evertote one and how much everything costs and whether it's worth it and all the rest of it. So I do recommend that video, even if you don't watch any of the others. And my final finish is one that I've finished since then, and it is the Winter Quaker from Primrose Cottage. The floss is Classic Colourworks Deep Blue Sea. I believe it's called. Got a little thread. Oh no, that's just a loose one. I absolutely love these. I think on my last regular floss tube, I also showed a partly finished autumn Quaker, and I was going to show you that today as well, that completed, but I think I must have already put it away with my other finishes. But yes, I can show you the winter one. Again, these are really quite quick to stitch up. They're absolutely beautiful, and I'm looking forward to doing the spring and summer ones later in the year. That was my final finish for today. Now I want to do starts. No, sorry. Got myself confused. No, this was my finishes and my starts and finishes. Sorry, so that's all my finishes for today. So now let's do new starts because it's January and I've had quite a few of them. Right, let me bring my huge box of this just ridiculously heavy box of projects over here. If you want to, just another shameless plug for a previous video, I recently did a 2025 plans video where I talk about each month what new starts I'm going to do, and some of these are in there. But if you want to see what I'm planning on stitching on for the rest of the year, then definitely check that one out. But I will show you what I've started so far. I've kept them all in their project bags today, and then I figure I can show off the project bags as and when. So this is what they call a home case from Canny Little Fox. The insides are so pretty. I've still got my pattern for winter Quaker in there. But the one I want to show you, I started sort of beginning, well, just before the festive period really, and didn't get as far into it as I wanted to, but I'm still pretty chuffed with it. So this is Winter Essentials by the Primitive Hare. And I've got the called for floss and the called for fabric because I bought them both together at Big Stitch Retreat. And here's where I got to. I'm sorry for the fact that none of this is ironed today, but if I'd ironed all this as well, this would have taken me about 3 days to prepare for. So I've basically done the middle section, including all the gold. Let me try and show you this while showing my face. There we go. It's really cute. It's really cute. It is wintry, but it's quite festive. So it's probably going to go away now until either Christmas or Jolly July. So, but yeah, I was dead chuffed with where I've got to already on that. Next, we've got, oh, I love this project. This little bag is not very festive for what I've got in it, but anyway, this little bag is one of the miniature bags from Stitchmania Stash, and again I got that at Big Stitch. And the project in here is There's No Such Thing as Too Many Buttons by Puntini. And this is the first one I've stitched out of the Puntini Advent Calendar. And I've got a little bit further, so I'll show you where I've got to. There we go. So I've got to fill in the snowman, and I've got a few more motifs to do down the side, and then I've got that band at the bottom that says buttons, which is sort of full coverage, that bit, so that could take a while. But there he is. I love him so much. He's got such a sweet little face, and I love the whole concept that he's got all these buttons and he's sewing them onto himself. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that was one of my favourite new starts. Put that back in there. It's going to need a big sort out after this video. Next, we've got the first of my January new starts. And I've made a bit of a pledge that I'm going to stitch one of these a month for this year. It's the 12 monthly minis by Primrose Cottage. So I've started the January one. I'm halfway through. We are probably halfway through-ish the month. So I'm kind of on schedule. I've got all my fabric in here that I'm going to need for all 12 projects. But here is where we're up to. This needle winder, by the way, is an absolute beauty by Charlie Feathers that I got at Stitch in London. But yeah, there we are. Absolutely, I love it. It's so cute. And I'm exactly halfway through, apart from I've done these bits. So yeah, just 2 more snowmen to do and 2 more little trees to do. So I should be done by the end of the month on that one. And then can start February's. What is February's? Let's have a quick look. Oh, February is, Valentine's Day. Let me cover up the pattern so I can show you. Little hearts and stuff. So yes, excited to start February's one. So that's where we are with that. I must get a telling off in the comments if my next Flosstube I haven't finished it, because then I'm very much off schedule already. This bag, by the way, is from Pauline at SewBeBags. It's an absolute beauty. I love it. Nice and wintry. My next New Year's new start is one I've been excited to work on for a while. And I've had it in my stash and I knew I was going to start it in January. And it's I Love Giraffes by Haystack Stitching. I'm going to do this one. Or I'm doing this one. And this is where I'm up to. This one is really creased, by the way, because it's linen and it's a very creasy up linen. Now, this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. Going because of the distance in the picture, I don't know why I would think this, but I just thought they were a lot smaller. And it's actually quite big. So here's his head. Or her head. So that's where I'm up to. But to be honest, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Like, I got this done, considering how big it is, I got this done fairly quickly. And I think this will be quite an easy stitch because it's lots of chunks of colour. So it'll be a nice sort of relaxing one to do when I've sort of need a break from like more intricate stuff. So that's where he is. I've picked my own flosses and they are all Roxy floss. So if anyone wants the conversion, we can't really tell yet, but once we start doing all the colours, then let me know and I can tell you which ones I'm using. And this is a bag from Ness's Craft Room. My next, I've got 3 more January starts. This one is another one that I was like super excited to start because it's been in my stash for a while. And it's the Blue Flower in Praise of Pollinators. It is a big one. I'm under no illusions that with all my other projects I'm going to finish it this year at all. But I definitely wanted to start. And I'm pretty chuffed with the start that I've got in already, you know. Let me get to this back on here so I can show you. There we go. That's another needle minder that I had custom made by Charlie Feathers. And this is where I am so far. And this probably only took me like 2 or 3 days. So I'm quite chuffed with that actually, to get the bird done. I want to kind of get the rest of that section done, like the rest of this sort of green tree with the green leaves. But I love it. I'm really chuffed with it. This is a 32 count Antique Grey by Zweigart. And it's got a lovely mottly effect. And I'm using all the called for colours, which is quite a luxury because I tend to try and stitch from stash when I can. But I've treated myself to the called for colours. And this beautiful bag is made by my friend Lorna as a present. She doesn't sell them yet, but I want her to. And if she does, I will let you guys know straight away. Absolutely gorgeous. My next new start for January was the Historical Sampler Company Little Owl Patchwork Sampler Stitch Along. I wanted to read that because I needed to get, I've just been calling it Owl Patchwork. But part 1 is out and I love the, I just love the quality of what you get from Historical Sampler Company. So they kindly gifted me the kit, which came with the beautiful Aida, all the flosses, and they also kindly sent me some needle minders. I'll show you the others that they sent me when we get to haul, but one of them is this cute little owl that goes with this project, so she's on there already. And I'm using these lovely scissors, which were also part of the Historical Sampler Company Advent box. And here's where we are. Now the rest, part 1 also includes like a quarter of the house that's going in the middle, but I kind of want to stitch the house when it's either all finished or at least half finished. I might do it when I do the next part. So I just did the rest of it aside from the house. And it's so nice. The colours are beautiful. All them greens and different reds go together so nicely. The little owl is adorable. And it was just really fun to do from start to finish. Even the border was fun, which I'm not usually a fan of. But those ones were cute. My favourite bit, I think, was, well, I loved doing these little motifs in the middle, but also this kind of like quilty motif there. Yeah, so much fun. Looking forward to part 2. I believe you can still get, you can't get the gift box. Whether you can get the kit, I'm not sure, but you can definitely still sign up to the PDF on the Historical Sampler Company website, and I will link all that below. For some reason, I've put it in a Halloween bag. It was the first bag that came to hand. But this beautiful bag is from Yasmin's Made with Love, by the way. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't want to just use it for Halloween. Do you know what I mean? I want to use it all year. And my final, oh, that's meant to go in there. No, can't remember when that goes. Find out what project that goes on to in a minute. And my final new start for January. So I'm pretty chuffed, right? Because we are, what are we today? 14th, 5th, I couldn't tell you what day it is. And I've already started all my new starts and got sort of significant amounts stitched on them. So now it's just a case of getting to my WIPs. But this is my last final new start for January, and it's Big Hearted Tiny Town. I'm going to do it as a stitch along with my friend Shell and my friend Sarah, Stitchybug. And yeah, it's super cute. As you guys know, I've done previously done 2 others of this series, and I forgot how fun they are to stitch on. They're just so much fun. Like, they go really quickly because they're quite small, and you can easily section them up, you know, just say, oh, I'm going to do 2 houses and then put it away. Yeah, I love it so much. And the fabric is this beautiful light pink that I got from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. But that's where we are. And I got this done in like 2 days, 2.5 evenings maybe, because it's so like quick and easy to do and easy to follow. Again, I've got the called for flosses, which are a combination of Week Style Works and Classic Colour Works. And this little cat needle minder is from Don't Step on Your Needle. So sweet. I love it. I'm kind of desperate to get back to this, to be honest. I know I've got other things to work on, but I also do need to get back to this because I think I kind of want to get it finished. Or, I mean, I'm not anticipating it being finished by Valentine's Day, but at least well on the way. So that's new starts done. I have to find somewhere else to put all these projects now. I'm taking them out of the, oh, you know what, I'm just going to put them behind. Right, so now we're moving on to WIPs. So first of all, I want to show you 3 WIPs. Not that one. Yes, that one. 3 WIPs that I'm like got recent updates on. And then I'll show you the rest of my WIP Parade. So the one I'm working on currently is, get the pattern out, the Quacker. It's the Quacker for the Quack Along from Star Parade Designs. Regular viewers will know all about this one. I won't bore you with the details. You can go back and look at my Big Stitch videos. But we all agreed that we would do a stitch along of this following finding out about the pattern at Big Stitch back in the summer. And we're calling it the hashtag Quack Along. So if you want to join us, you can get the pattern from Star Parade Designs Etsy shop, and you can join us with the hashtag Quack Along. I love this because I've got this adorable bag. How cute is this? It's so nice. So Caroline at Caroline Stitch Corner made this for me. I absolutely love it. The floss I'm using is Week Style Works Lemonade. Now, my only problem with this is I bought a few skeins and then thought, oh, I'll get the rest of the skeins at a later date. but they are clearly a different dye batch and they are really quite different. I don't know if it's going to show on the camera. So like the original ones I got were this real like lemony lemonade colour, and the newer ones are more like golden. So I was like, oh no, I hope that's not gonna like look rubbish when it's all together. But they are variegated and I'm hoping it's gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do with each motif, I'll just make sure I sort of scatter about the different ones, the different versions, and hope that it works. So for now, I'm working on the big motif in the middle. So I'm not gonna lie, it's given me a bit of jip this week. I had to frog this part because I messed up. And I think I just had a moment where I was like, oh, I feel a bit overwhelmed by how big this project is. And we've kind of made a deal that we want to get finished by the time we get to Big Stitch in 2026, which I know seems a really long way away, but it's like look how big it is. So this bit is just that. So it's a real beast of a project. So I was getting a little bit like overwhelmed by it this week, but I'm ploughed through, and now I've got to this point, I'm actually pretty chuffed because I think it really feels like the end is in sight for this big motif. And then I think once the big one's done, the rest will feel a lot less overwhelming. So as you can see, I've just got the rest of the border and I've got to mirror these vines over on this side. This needle minder is one of my favourites, by the way, from my shop at Cotton and Clay. He's such a cutie. And I've got scissor fobs and ring bling to match as well. But yeah, if I come closer, you can kind of see the variegation in that floss kind of goes from like white to yellow to white to yellow. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that my floss is going to differentiate, but what can you do? What can you do? I'll just kind of like mix it all around and hope for the best. So that's that one. Let's put that behind. Right, I must remember when I get to the crack along, I've got to the end. Right, so the next one that I've been working on recently, again, this is a beautiful bag by Pauline at SewBeBags. I've got 2 more of her bags actually coming, so I'll show you those in my next video. And just wanted to show you that I finally finished this section. So this is Seasonal Etchings by Heart and Hand, and I've been working on this one during the festive period. Then I had to stop because I ran out of Stick and Twigs Weeks Dye Work floss, but I finally got some more and finished it off. So there we are, 2 down, 2 to go. I always forget the name of this fabric. I know it's a fabric flare. It's something like old library or something along them lines, but it's beautiful. It's really soft as well. And I'm using one of my needle minders again, which is this cute little Foxy Bingo in like a shimmery metallic autumny orange. Love him. Again, one of my favourites. So yeah, by the time spring comes along, I'm going to be starting on the bunny or the hare. Love it. It's a really beautiful project to work on, that one. Every time I get it out, I just like feel happy. What have we got next? What have we got next? Oops. Okay, so this is the final WIP that I've been working on recently. Again, another beautiful bag by Pauline at SewBeBags. I seriously recommend her, by the way. Her bags are just gorgeous. They're really like, look how roomy this is. It's huge. And I love the little details, like with the little bit of lace trim and the ribbon. And as soon as she puts her bags out, you have to be aware. She'll give you a warning when she's doing like her next drop, but you really have to be quick. And she did a sale. The 2 that I've got coming were from a sale that she did, and it was absolute carnage. I think it was especially carnage because it was amazing price. I mean, she's really reasonable anyway, but she did just like a rock bottom price. It was brilliant. And everyone was just feral. It was like, because you have to comment me please, and then that, if you're the first person to comment, then that's the bag that you win. And it was just like, refresh, me please, refresh, me please. Like, people were so quick. It was unreal. So I'm dead chuffed to have won some, to be honest. What have we got inside here? Ah, yes, of course. We've got the other historical sampler company. This is the, kind of the sister to the owl patchwork, if you like. This is the Robin Christmas patchwork stitch along. Why have I not got, hang on. Okay, I thought I'd printed this off since on my last video, but anyway, I can only show you up to part 3, even though part 4 is now released. I thought I'd printed that off, but clearly not. But I have only done this much. I basically got this bit done during Christmas, so I'm like way behind on this one. So now I'm just going to focus on keeping up with the little owl patchwork, and I'm going to leave Robin patchwork to Jolly July. But just thought I'd show you the extra bit that I did from the last video. And this little guy, is one of the needle minders that we got in the historical sampler advent. So gorgeous. Right. So that's all of the WIPs that I've been working on recently. So we're basically going to move on to essentially a WIP parade now. So some of these you'll have seen fairly recent videos, some of them you won't have seen for quite a while. To let you know, I did have like quite a big sort out of all of my WIPs, and I, what's the word that I used? Retired some, gently retired some. I can't bring myself to throw any WIPs away because I just think there might be one day when I decide I want to come back to that. But there were quite a few that I hadn't stitched on for quite a while, and I did gently retire those to my wardrobe. But never say never. So if there's any WIPs that you've seen previously that are not in this WIP parade and you're thinking, what the hell's she done with them? Like, I'm flattering myself, like you'd remember my WIPs. Yeah, good one, Laura. Anyway, that's where they are. So full disclosure, I have culled a few. But these are what I want to call my active WIPs, and intend to work on quite a lot on all of these during 2025. So first I'm going to show you the ones that I hope to finish in 2025. And then others that I know there's not a snowball's chance in hell of me finishing. So the first one, which should be able to finish fairly easily, is Cross Stitch in the Forest from this book. And it's the Snow Queen, which is my first one from this book, but the first of many, I hope. This bag is actually, embarrassingly, from Temu. I don't like to promote Temu because as a small business owner, it's kind of like the devil to me, but I'll confess, from time to time I use it. I'm sorry, that's just life. And I got this cute little project bag from there for about £3. So there you go, there's my shame, my secret shame. I saw it and I love peacocks and I was like, oh, I have to have that. And here is, where we are up to. I think I probably showed you this in Flosstube number 9. Never mind. I've forgotten, I always forget the name of the lady who does this printed aida, but I'll remember it and I'll put it in the notes. But that's where we're up to. So really, all I've got to do is this other wing, and then the trees on the other side. And I don't remember this taking me very long. So this should be quite a quick win. And if I've got time later on this month, I plan on working on it. If not, I'm going to work on it in February because it feels quite wintry to me. So it'd be nice to work on it in the winter. So that's my first WIP on my WIP parade. Next, I really want to finish this year. And again, it seems perfectly doable. Oops, sorry. Nearly lost a load of floss there. And you've all seen this a few times now. It's the Flip and Lola pattern by Yasmin, made with love. It's an absolute beauty. And I'm really not far off now. And I love working on it, so I definitely want to finish it this year. Here we are. God, doing a terrible job of showing my projects today, aren't I? There we go. So I've done both birds and the 2 lots of border. So I've just got the 2, just got to mirror those borders on the other side and I'm done. So again, I plan on working on this one fairly soon and getting it done within the next couple of months, hopefully. The floss is all by Roxy Floss. Well, a couple of DMCs to fill in, but mostly Roxy Floss. And this gorgeous fabric is also by Roxy Floss, and it is 28 count linen in candy apple, I believe. By the way, if anyone is in Canada, I highly recommend joining the new Roxy Floss Club. I'm desperate to join it, but it just doesn't, with the delivery charge, it's just too much. But if I was in Canada, I would for sure be getting that. So definitely check that out. That's on the Evertote website. My next WIP, now this is a pretty long-term WIP, excuse me. I'm just gonna have a little, using my, getting a dry mouth from all this chatting. This is another pretty long-term WIP, but again, quite close to a finish. Hope to finish it this year. And it's the Cenerentola by Madame Chantilly. It's her Cinderella piece. It's so beautiful. My original plan was to have it professionally framed and put in my daughter's room. And she's still only 5, so I think it would still work. And I am pretty close to, well, I've got one, what I would call one section left. This is huge, by the way. I have to go back. I always have to go back to show this one because it's really big. There we go. So I've only got Cinderella and Prince Charming and 2 trees, 2 topiary trees and 2 mice and a border. I've just got the third segment basically. And this is Aida, so, and I mostly stitch on even weave now, so it should feel quite quick and easy. So yeah, I really want to finish it. It's so beautiful, and I think my daughter will just love it. So that's why it's in the finish this year pile. Also to finish this year is a much smaller one. I can scoot forward. Much smaller. Now I'm having a mental block because I can't remember where this bag came from. I got it from Big Stitch, but it wasn't Stitchmania Stash. It was the store next to hers, who I've now forgotten, but I will try and find a link and put in the show notes if I can. I've got a feeling they might not have had a website. They might have just been selling at the retreat, but if they have, I will find it for you. And this is the Love Poppet Patreon from earlier last year, Octopus Bubble. Such a cutie. And here's where I'm at. There you go. So I've got half the octopus and then all the sort of floral ring around the outside. But again, perfectly doable. So that's why it's on this year's list. This is 28 count, it might be 32 count. 32 count blue spruce spike art. And I've chosen my own colours, which was a bit of a, well, I showed some variegated oranges, which I weren't sure was going to work at one point, but it appears that it has worked. So I definitely want to finish this because I want to start the seahorses, and I want to finish this before I start the Love Puppet seahorses. Next one I really want to finish this year. In fact, this is the last one that I'm sort of making a pledge to finish this year. And it's in this gorgeous bag, which is the bag that was made for it, basically. It's the Stitch in London 2024 bag made by Yasmin, made with love. Look at this fabric, seriously. I love this fabric so much. And look at the inside. So nice. There we go. Shown you guys this a few times, but this is a WIP Parade, so, you know, that's how it is. This is the pattern. So she did 3 different patterns. I'm probably just going to do the box top, which I'm working on now, but I do also want to do that little pillow because it's dead cute. And I do have this box, and I've already got stash inside it, so I really need to finish this to attach to the top and finish it off. I'm just going to see if I can find the actual close-up picture. There we go. So that's what it was charted as. And again, it was Roxy Floss, Royale and Merlot were the two Roxy Flosses that we could purchase. And I'm doing mine as a combination of both colours. So that's where I'm at. And that's kind of how I'm combining the colours. I'm kind of doing like majority blue and then accents in red. And I've kind of done a red border around my Union Jack, which I thought looked quite cool. This is some beautiful fabric that I got from Megan at Coffee Craft. And it's this lovely, like, kind of dirty looking mottled effect, which I really love. Aged, shall we say. Really nice. So again, I really, really want to get this finished this year because there's bound to be another exclusive at this year's Stitch in London. So I need to keep up. And I did finish the 2023 one. In fact, I finished that quite quick. That was a Modern Folk embroidery. So definitely need to finish this. So that's all the WIPs that I'm pledging to finish in 2025. So I thought if I put that out here on this video, then I can look back and kind of either be proud of myself or ashamed of myself, depending on which way it went. So now we've got a few WIPs that weren't in there, which are more what I would call long-term WIPs, which again might get finished this year, might not. We'll have to wait and see. The first is in this lovely, again, this bag does not go with the project. It's a wintry project and I've put it in a beachy bag, but hey ho, that's the charm in me. Again, gorgeous bag by Ness's Craft Room. I'm just going to show you this because look, you can't really see on here, but there's actually like almost a metallic effect to some of the bits of that fabric. And inside here we've got Hygge Holiday by Hands On Design. This is how it's meant to look. This is one of the three colourways, 3 or 4 colourways that were put in the pattern. But I've decided on my own colourway and I'm going greens and pinks. So I've done the first quadrant. So the stitch along, original stitch along, was the top 2 quadrants and the bottom 2 quadrants. But because it's like a mirror image, I'm going to do the bottom first so that I'm not repeating the part that I stitched most recently, if you know what I mean. So I'm hoping to get some stitches into this this month or next month because it is quite a wintry one. So you never know, I might have some to show you on my next Flosstube. This fabric, by the way, this lovely mint green, it's a bit more green in real life. It looks more blue on the video. No, that makes it worse. You can't tell, but it's a bit more green. Again, it's Megan at Coffee Craft. I bought at the Caterpillar retreat last year. I bought like an embarrassingly large stash of her fabric, so that's why a lot of these are on that. But they're beautiful fabrics. Okay, next is another super long-term WIP because it's just a long one, and it's Garden Glass by Carolyn Manning Designs. It's huge, but it's beautiful. And again, this is on Aida, so I should be able to stitch it like without too much drama, really. Should be able to stitch it fairly quickly. And here's where I'm up to. So I've done the first 3 squares and the border. I'm doing the border as I go rather than trying to do it all at the end because that would drive me a bit spare. But the next section looks like an easy one actually. Here we go. It's this one. It's like quite a chunky one, so it should be quite quick. So again, definitely want to get some stitches into this fairly soon. But as I say, it's a long-term WIP. I don't anticipate finishing this year. And again, it's a Ness's Craft Room bag. longer turn WIP in another Ness's Craft Room bag. And it is Atlantic Shores by Pigeon Coop again. I'll show you how it's meant to look. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. The minute I saw this one, I had to have it. It's actually part of a trio, or I think it's a trio, or maybe 4 in a set. But it was just this one I got because I just loved it. And again, it's Aida. A lot of my older patterns are Aida. There we go, brass strap falling down. And so again, it's Aida and it's quite a straightforward pattern. So I should be able to make some serious progress on it. But here's where we are. So there you go. About a third, I'd say. So you never know, that could be this year's, possibly not. Not giving myself any pressure for it to be this year's, that's the point. Next long-term WIP is another huge one. It's Modern Folk Embroidery, and it is a sampler garden. Absolutely huge, but absolutely gorgeous. And again, don't anticipate finishing it this year, but definitely want to get a few stitches into it. Let me show you the pathetic little corner that I've thus far completed. It's truly ridiculously small for how long it took me. This is the problem. I love Modern Folk Embroidery. I love, as you guys know. But a lot of their patterns are so massive that unless you stitch exclusively on Modern Folk Embroidery, you're there. It's going to take you a while. Sorry. Here's where we are. So look how nice it is though. I'm really pleased with the stitching on this. I think it looks really pretty. And the colours are gorgeous. So this is this. It's like one little corner, but it's just, I love it so much. It's so beautiful. I'll get there eventually. This is 28 count vellum from 123 Stitch. And this is again one of my needle minders. This lovely little swan, available in the Cotton and Clay shop, which I always link because I'm self-promoter that way, I guess. This cute little bag is a William Morris bag that I got from John Lewis of all places. Whether they still have them, I don't know. But I was pretty chuffed to find that. Okay, now this one was kind of a maybe this year, maybe not. Again, it's Modern Folk Embroidery. Again, it's big, which is what makes me think, well, you're not going to finish it this year. However, I love it, and once you get going on it, you can make some pretty quick progress. But my aim for this, so this was the Big Stitch piece from 2024, and Big Stitch is returning in 2026. So like the Quacker, I'd quite like to get this finished, ready for that, for 2026 Big Stitch. And if Jacob happened to be there again, I'd have a nice picture taken with him with the completed piece. So this is the chart. Now this was an exclusive for when we went to Big Stitch. I'm not sure if he's released it yet. Big Stitch Big Tree is what it's called. So feel free to check his website. I will have a look, see if he's released it separately, and if he has, I will link it down below. But that's how it was charted, as like a monochrome. But I decided to go a bit wacky, and I decided to stitch it in quite bright colours. Oops. So here's mine. I really love it. I love how it looks. I love the colours. The floss is paint box threads, and I got them from Pain Free Crafts. And they are slightly thicker than normal DMC. So 2 strands on this 28 count sort of blue grey is the absolute max. It gives a real thick coverage. You couldn't go any bigger, and you couldn't really use it on a 32 with 2 strands, I don't think. But I love it so much. And the next bit is actually the birds, which I was really looking forward to stitching. So I definitely want to get a few stitches into this. But again, no pressure to finish it this year. I'd like to finish it by Big Stitch 2026. That is the aim. So we shall see. Just hope I have enough thread. I think I do. But otherwise, I hope I'll be able to get replacements from Paintbox. Okay, oh, this bag, by the way, is another Stitchmania Stash, where she does the beautiful like machine embroidering. And look at the lovely inside with the owls. Gorgeous. Okay, what are we down to? How many? Okay, just one. One left. 50 minutes. We've not done haul yet, or Stitchy Kindness though, so you know. This is another Yasmin Made with Love. And again, I've had this in my stash for a while. I really need to finish Yaz's designs. I love them, and I haven't finished many for a while, so I need to get on with it. It's Queen Bee. It's this gorgeous Quaker with a big bee in the middle. Absolutely stunning. And again, it's Aida, so it should be fairly quick. And this is where I am so far. This, the Quaker motifs at the top in the black went a lot quicker than I expected. I remember stitching them and thinking, oh, that's quicker than I thought. Whereas the bee took a bit longer than I thought. So again, don't know if I'll finish it this year, but want to get a few stitches in. This fabric is a 16 count Aida from LiluXStitch, something like that on Instagram. I will link the shop down below. Gorgeous. Okay, that's all my whips. I admit that doesn't seem particularly manageable now I've seen them all. But, you know, listen, we'll do our best. We'll do our best. That's all we can do. I know a lot of people have less whips. Excuse me, I'm just moving my chair away. A lot of people have less whips than this, but also a lot of people have more whips. So I'm seeing myself as fairly in the middle. Excuse me. Right. Haul and Stitchy Kindness and a very exciting giveaway. Just swapping my chairs over. Bear with. Okay, so this was part of I ordered myself from my husband a few stitchy bits for Christmas, and one of them was this cute little thread bed. Look at the fabric, the colours, so nice. This was by Patchwork Pawprint on Etsy, and I will try and find them and link them below. At the moment, I was going to open it, but at the moment I've got all my threads in there for the January monthly mini. So what I use these little thread beds for, so usually I use floss drops, but what I use these little thread beds for is if I'm doing a small project like the January monthly mini, and I only need a little bit of floss, like from my master set, and you're swapping quite a lot. I just use it, and then they're really good because they've got this sort of soft, I don't even know what you'd call it inside, but it kind of the threads kind of stick to it. And this one is lovely, by the way, because it's also got, I don't always have this, but it's got this little loop if you wanted to put scissors or ring bling or something on there. So yeah, really beautiful, well made, reasonable price, and it was Patchwork. I have to keep checking because I keep forgetting what it's called. Patchwork Pawprint on Etsy. So I will put a link for them. Right, what order am I going in? Let's have a little sort out, shall we? Okay, so bear with me. So next, as part of my Christmas present, I also got, in fact, just realised this wasn't in my whip list, but one of my other whips for the year is I want to do the pattern I got from Hands On Design from the Jingle Ball, and it's the counted canvas piece. It's in my last video, and I just realised I didn't put it in my WIP bin. It must be in the other room. But here's the supplies for it. So I've got the thick, super thick canvas, and this is pearl cotton, which I've not used before. Let me get one out to show you. These colours are so nice, by the way. So it's DMC, and I think it's number 5 pearl cotton, and it's just like slightly thicker. Like, it's not quite tapestry wool, but it's like you would only use one. It's like single stranded. It's really gorgeous, and I think it's going to be perfect for providing like the texture that you need for this counted canvas. Never done counted canvas before, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge for me, but I just wanted to show you that I have got all this stuff, even if I've then left the pattern out of this WIP Parade. What else did I get? Okay, so let's do Stitchy Kindness in a minute. Put that there. So, oops, I ordered, so Yasmin Made with Love has put out a new accessory set, hand painted with her like mandala dot style accessory set, and I just had to get them. So I got 2 items. So I got the scissor holder. So sweet. So your scissors just, it's got a hole in the top. Your scissors just sitting there as a little stand. So sweet. And then I wanted to get a different colour for the scissor fob. Sorry for the crackling. So I got the purple. So pretty. So nice. So yeah, I just had to get those. So that was another little bonus present for myself. You know what, I'm gonna put them back in the bags later. We'll be here all day. And while we're on the subject, this came with something else, which I'll get to in a minute. I've got something really exciting from Yasmin to show you. But I thought I might as well show you this as well, because as a little present, she sent me one of the large versions, which is like a wall hanging. It's just so pretty. It's very much my vibe. I love it. Thank you, Yas. Thank you so much. 2 floss clubs that I've joined up for this year. The first is the Talking Dog Stitchery Cottage Garden Threads Floss Club. I haven't used Cottage Garden Threads before, but I've got friends who have, and I've got a couple of friends who had the advent calendar for them, and they just look so nice. And I was like, you know what, at the time Talking Dog were sort of doing sign-ups for a floss club. I've never done a floss club before, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. And I'm so chuffed with the first box. So it came really beautiful. It came all lovely in a nice box. I'll just show you. All lovely. And then you get a nice little note telling you that this month we've got a bonus skein, and we've got 2 neutrals, 2 brights, and a highly variegated in this bundle. And then it even tells you a little hint about next month in the club, which says, we say hello to our Stitchers palettes, a set of 4 skeins featuring variegated threads and 3 tonals. You could say next month's threads will be a dream. So yeah, sorry, will be a daydream. I assume that's relevant. Maybe they do like a day, maybe Cottage Garden Threads do like a daydream set, but I don't know about that. So that didn't really make sense to me. And let me show you the colours that we got this month. So we got Daisy, which is so lovely, gorgeous. Kind of reminds me of like fruit salad sweets. Sea Change. I love teal, so nearly squealed when I saw that one. Worsford Park, which is like the one of the highly variegated, goes from red to blue, which is really gorgeous, which would be good for a sampler. Nib, which I think is a great name actually, because I guess it's kind of like ink. And Flax, which is a nice neutral, kind of golden, browny, yellowy neutral. So I'm like so chuffed with those first ones. No idea what I'm doing with these yet. I guess I'm just building a collection for now. But really chuffed. I couldn't find these yesterday. I put them somewhere safe, ready to do this haul, and then couldn't find them because I'm silly. Then I found them in the safe place, which was in this box, ready to go. Honestly. And then because one thread club wasn't enough, I then saw that Korry's little shop was doing a Weeks Dye Works floss club. And I love Weeks Dye Works. They're my favourite. Oh God, it's a toss-up. Toss-up between Weeks Dye Works and Roxy Floss in terms of favourite over-dyed threads. But yeah, I love these. And the way that this club is working is they're doing it alphabetically. So from the name of the floss, A through to Z, I think you have to be in the club for 32 months or something to get the full set. Whether I'll do that, I don't know. That's a long commitment. But I've started for now. So we've got the A's basically. So I'll just show you what we got. This colour is like stunning. This is aqua. It doesn't even do it justice on the camera. It's like, it doesn't show the greens as much, but it's really greeny blue. Apple pucker. Don't know why that word makes me laugh. Nice bright green. Artichoke. A lovely neutral. Well, not neutral, but a lovely soft green. An arrowhead. A really nice cream. Adobe. Really amazing variegation on these. This is awesome. Absinthe. Look how bright that is. Gorgeous. Amethyst. Angel hair. You can't really see, but there's a really nice variegation in that one. Amber. And Americana. So that was the first 10, I believe that is. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so you get 10 per month. So I don't know how many A's there are left, or if we're moving on to B's next month, or a bit of both. So the Cottage Garden Threads, talking Dog Stitchery, I think that one is full because they have to limit these clubs. So I think that one is now closed. But I've got a feeling the Weeks Dye Works one is still open. Any that are still open, I will link down below for you guys. Okay, what we got left? Where are we? Okay, so, oops. Oh, I wanted to, so let's move on to Stitchy Kindness. Yes. So I wanted to show you, bless them. So Historical Sampler Company. I bought the Advent, and I was like doing all my videos during Flossmas, talking about the Advent. And I think I mentioned in one of the videos, oh, I really hope that the owl and the robin from those two sales that I've already shown you are needle minders in the Advent. And they weren't. We had two other beautiful needle minders instead, the gingerbread man and the, oh, it's here, the nice little deer, reindeer. And bless them, they must have been watching my videos, because then the next day they sent me 4, or the next few days later, they sent me 4 needle minders, which was so, so kind of them. They are such an awesome company. I love them. And they'd sent me the robin and the owl that I mentioned. So the owl I showed you earlier, that's in with me with the little owl stitch along. This is the robin one, which I need to put with my robin patchwork, really. So cute. And then they also just sent me a snowman, which was so cute. And a little note. Would you call him a gnome or a gonk? Is gonk the right word? I always forget the word. There you go. So sweet. So like, thank you so much, guys. Like, that was a lovely, unexpected treat during the Christmas period. It was amazing. Let's put those ones back before I get confused. 2 more bits of Stitchy Kindness that I want to show you, and then I've got 2 super exciting kits to show you and a giveaway. So we're getting there, guys. We're nearing the finish line. Excuse me. Right, I had awesome little present, Christmas present, from Sarah. I've got 2 Sarahs here to talk about. Sarah W, which is Cross Stitch Sarah, who I mentioned earlier. She's such a sweet friend, and she sent a few of us this, which is lovely. So she sent me this adorable pattern by Silver Creek Samplers, and you make your own scissor fob. So lovely. And then she sent each of us some scissors as well. Lovely teal stalk scissors. And then we each got different floss as well. So I got the glacier. Why do I struggle to say this word so much? Glacial melt. So nice. So I think the idea is the others that our little group that she sent them to, we're going to do it as a little stitch along. And we've each got a different colour. So that would be amazing. So that, again, that came on the same day as the needle minders, and I think something else as well. I got like 3 things in one day, and I was just like so overwhelmed with like the sweet presents that people had sent me. It was just a really lovely day in the lead up to Christmas. So thank you so much, Sarah. Really appreciated that. I also want to show you something that's not Stitchy related, but it was from a Stitchy friend, and I just want to show you anyway. So I hope that's okay. So my other friend Sarah, StitchyBeBags Sarah on Instagram, she sent me a present as well, which was so sweet. So the first thing was cross-stitch related. She sent me some pony needles, which I've never used, but a lot of people rave about these, so I'm excited to try them out, and I can now show this. She also sent me, she knows I love earrings, and she's obviously seen some of the earrings that I wear on my Flosstube. So she sent me 3 sets of earrings, which was so sweet of her. So one I'm wearing, you might have already seen these. Beautiful butterflies. Obviously everyone knows that butterflies are my jam. She also sent this gorgeous brooch. Stunning. And then 2 more pairs, which I'm going to quickly show you. Now I can't tell you where these are from. Usually when I'm talking about my earrings, I'll tell you where I got them from, but I can't tell you because I don't know, because Sarah got them for me. Gorgeous glittery hearts. Again, like my favourite colour. And then, let's put these out. Come here. And then again, one of my favourite colours. And these beautiful, like, flowers, snowflakes, stars, what do you want to call them? I'm going with snowflakes, you know. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, a totally unexpected present in the lead up to Christmas, and I was like so chuffed. So thank you so much, Sarah. It was awesome. I was so excited to receive them, and I just wanted to share them here, even though it wasn't stitchy stuff. But earrings are my other passion. The only thing I ask for Christmas and birthdays, other than cross stitch stuff, is earrings. So I just wanted to show them, and I will be showcasing them in future videos. Okay. So 2 super exciting things left to show you. Oops. First of all, hang on, I'm going to find something first so I can show you something that goes with it. You guys know that I am appalling at editing videos, and I never seem to know, well, no, I could easily work out how to like insert pictures into the video. I'm not stupid, like I could manage that, but the minute I try and upload anything into InShot or any of the other editing software, it takes like 3 days to upload, and then I run out of space, and then it takes like another 3 days to upload it onto YouTube. So truthfully, I just don't, because it's too much drama. So I'm going to try and show you this on my phone. So I was just getting it ready. Okay, so the lovely Yasmin Made with Love. You guys know I'm a huge fan, and she's such a sweet person. And she has started kits. So she's been designing patterns for a while. She's also been designing these beautiful accessories. But she's just launched her first kit. I think it's one of 2 or 3 that she's got coming up, but this is her first one, and it's so lovely, and she has kindly sent me one to show you guys and to stitch for myself, so thank you so much, Yas. The first one is called Grow Your Garden. Now I'm going to try and show you the picture here, but it's quite small. Well, you know what, that comes up pretty good. But I also just found it on Yaz's Instagram to show you as well. Oh, there you go. It's a gorgeous pattern with a gnome and some beautiful florals. And she sent me the kit, and I'm so chuffed, and I just want to show it to you guys. These are available now, I believe, and I'll be putting the link down below. In the kit you get, oh, it tells you on the back, so it's easier. So you get what's included: large scale colour chart, 14 count Aida by Spygart, 16 pre-cut DMC threads, tapestry needle, beads for embellishment, and instructions. Now these kits are perfect for beginners, absolutely perfect. The chart, I'm going to flash you a little corner of the chart in a minute just to show you how beautifully clear it is. It's Aida, which is always great for beginners. So if you've got a friend or family member that who are interested in cross stitch and wonder why you go on and on about cross stitch so much, then it is a perfect little intro kit for them. But it doesn't have to be for beginners. I'm excited to stitch this. I actually said to Yaz yesterday that because I've been doing so much on even weave, I'm quite excited to stitch something on Aida because it will just give my eyes and my brain a little bit of a break. So yeah, I think this is all beautifully done. It comes beautifully packaged, so you get beautifully inside. You get all of your floss on this gorgeous floss card. These are the colours. I won't get it out of the packet because, well, I mean I could, but I won't. So beautifully laid out and thought out and branded. These are the beads that we got. Some of the kits you can either choose to have it with a needle minder or without a needle minder. Whether she's got needle minder ones left, I don't know, you'd have to check, but if she does, this is the needle minder that you get. Again, all hand painted in the mandala dot art style. Gorgeous. And that is, oh, it is so, she's got a lovely big magnet on there. That is such a strong needle minder. You get needle, tapestry needle, your Aida, which in this case is this gorgeous pale green. Got a feeling, do they call that seafoam? Something like that. It's, again, it looks more blue on the video, but it is actually more green. And you get your instructions, full instructions, which is really good again for beginners. And the colours, colour chart. And it even says the number of stitches in each colour, which I think is really handy. It's brilliant. And a gorgeous chart. Now, obviously, I can't show you the full chart, but I want to show you a little corner. And how do I do this? Oh, God, I nearly flashed it to you then. Right, let me show you a little tiny corner because I want to show you how big and clear it is. Now, I have a bit of a bugbear. Like, so often you order charts and they're either like too small or they're black and white, and I'm more of a colour chart person. Yas mentioned though that she knows that some people prefer black and white, so she has just added a black and white version as well. But I love colour, so I was chuffed to bits to get this. But it is so large and so clear. Let me flash you a little bit of this. There you go. Look how crystal clear that is to see. It's gorgeous. Absolutely. As soon as once I opened the chart, I was like, oh, yes, because it's just, I mean, look how big it is. Like, it is so crystal clear. It's going to be so easy to stitch. I love it. She also, I believe, I have to double check, but I believe she also sends a digital version. Yes, she does, because I remember her saying a digital version that's compatible with Pattern Keeper. So she sends that like as an email alongside when you buy the kit. So if you do have if you do prefer to stitch, you know, with Pattern Keeper or with your tablet or whatever, then she does that. So yes, I love it. So it's called Grow Your Garden, Yasmin Made with Love. Hop over to her website now. I will put a direct link to this particular kit if they haven't already sold out, but I don't think they have. Highly recommend. I just love it. And the few of us who in our little group, we are already going to start a stitch along, hashtag Grow Your Garden Sal. So we'll be starting this kit soon and sharing them with that hashtag. So if you are also stitching on this or plan to stitch on this, then when you share, please use the hashtag Grow Your Garden Sal. Yeah, we can have a little stitch along together. But thank you so much, Yaz, for sending this to me. I'm very excited to be one of your testers. It's absolutely gorgeous. And finally, last but definitely not least, I've got an amazing giveaway for you guys from Historical Sampler Company. So as some of you may know, Historical Sampler Company also have their little wing called Cotton and Twine, which is where they send out subscription boxes. I've not actually had one before, so when they asked if they could send this one to me, I was dead chuffed. And because I've got so many projects on, I've decided to offer it to you guys as a giveaway. I have ummed and ahed over this so much because like part of me really wants to keep it and stitch it because I love the design so much. However, as you've just seen, I've got way too many projects already on the go. So I'm gonna offer it as a giveaway to you guys instead. It's UK only for entrance, I'm afraid. When I do giveaways for like stuff from my cotton and clay shop, I open it up to anyone because they're very small parcels and I can send them abroad with minimal postage. However, this box is a lot bigger and that's gonna cost a fortune to send abroad. So it's going to be UK only, I'm afraid, for this particular one. I'll show you what you get. Now, I've opened it for the sake of this video, but everything will be pristine. You get your gorgeous box with this amazing design on it. Inside, everything is underneath this gorgeous waxed paper. We open this up. Here is our pattern. I'll show it to you properly in a minute. And inside you've got your design. And this month's is this fabulous, beautiful design by Emma Condon of Stitch Rovia. Massive fan. I've done some of hers in the past. She is just like the queen when it comes to like typography. Absolutely stunning. Stitching My Way to Happiness. I love it. It's, oh God, I'm so tempted. No, I promise it's a giveaway. But it is gorgeous. Again, you get really good clear instructions. Look how crystal clear this is. And you even get instructions on how to complete the project as well. And again, I won't show you, let me show you a corner. Show you a little corner again. Again, just like with Yaz's, it's a very large, clear colour chart. So, you get your instructions, you get your chart. You also get some Candy Kitten sweets, Eton Mess. Obviously, I'm giving these away, but I've had it on good authority that these are really tasty by some people who've already had them. You get a tea. You get a Sparkling Fizz lip balm in this. How sweet is this packaging? Seriously, so cute. And then you get a hoop for finishing. Really nice quality. Is this an embassy? Well, it doesn't say, but it feels beautiful quality. And then you get your envelope here, which includes all your flosses. Oh my God, look at the colours. Look at the colours. Oh, it doesn't even do it justice on this camera. Absolutely gorgeous colours. And your gold tapestry needle that you always get. And in this particular one that I'm giving away, it is 32 count linen in kind of white or slightly antique white. So you get all of this in the kit that I'm giving away today. So if you, oops, here we go. Pop that all back in there. It's all beautifully packaged with tissue and stuff as well. I'm going to package it exactly as I received it, and then I'm going to tape it up nice and tight, ready to send to you guys. So if you want to enter the giveaway to win this, if you make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, and if you put a comment down below, let's say, comment below your favourite project that you've seen today, whether it be in haul or WIPs or new starts or whatever you like. Just tell me your favourite project in the comments below, and I will pick, sorry, here I am trying to package it up all pretty. I will pick a winner and let you know in my next video who has won. Oops. I'll pick the winner at random using my little generator thingamajig. And then I will get this sent out to you. Again, as I say, UK only, please, for this instance. I'll do another giveaway soon for Cotton and Clay Shop, and I will open that internationally as well. So yeah, comment below your favourite project from today, and I will announce the winner at my next Flosstube, which is in a month or probably just under. And then I'll get that sent out in the post to the winner. If you don't want to wait that long, or you don't want to take your luck on whether or not you're going to win the giveaway, then that kit is available on the Historical Sampler website, and I will put a link down below for that. Okay, I think we're nearly there. There's one more thing I wanted to show you. Again, a bit of self-promotion. So those of you who are brand new to the channel, I've mentioned Cotton and Clay a few times, which is my Etsy shop where I sell needle minders, floss organisers, floss drops, scissor fobs, other stitchy, handmade stitchy accessories made from polymer clay and resin. And I'm doing the Minder of the Month Club, which, so my normal price is £8.50 for my needle minders. Minder of the Month, you can get it on the website for £6. Including free UK delivery. As I say, I do ship abroad, but you'd have to pay, but my delivery for abroad is like super cheap. It's like £5 or £4.70 or something. Or you can sign up to be part of the Minder of the Month Club, which is a PayPal subscription. And you can cancel it anytime, but if you do that, then you can have the needle minder for £5 per month automatically taken out of your account, and I will send the Minder of the Month to you. If you are a returning customer, then I will always check my order list with your name to make sure that you haven't already got the selected minder for the month, and if you have, I will send a different one instead. Minder of the Month for this month is this little envelope with a love heart. You can't really see in this. This hasn't got a magnet on, by the way. I sent out, all the current subscribers got theirs sent out either last week or yesterday. So I realised, oh, I haven't magnetised anymore, so I'm showing you it without the magnet on, but there you go. If you can't really see, but it's got a shimmer to it. I use this mica powder and then a gloss on the top, so nothing's going anywhere. And the hand painted heart. It's perfect for Valentine's Day, but it's also just perfect in general. So if you want to get hold of one of these, they're on the website, £6. I'll put a link down below, or you can sign up to the Minder of the Month Club and pay £5. So that was my last final plug. Okay, that was a mammoth video, 1 hour 22 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. That's kind of what I anticipated. I will be back in a month's time or slightly less with a regular floss tube, which will be the regular time of 30 to 40 minutes, and we'll just look at sort of current progress. But I really wanted to start the year with showing all my active WIPs, so that I could really start the year in an organised way. Happy stitching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please feel, if you've not already, please subscribe for future, to be alerted. Hit the little bell thing so you actually get an alert when I put a new video out. If you want to join the giveaway and you're from the UK, please do. Even if you don't want to join the giveaway, you can just comment whatever you like. But if you're commenting on your favourite thing from this video, then I'll assume that you're wanting to join the giveaway. Yeah, I'm rambling now, so I will see you again next time. Happy stitching, stay well, stay warm if you're in our hemisphere, and I will see you in February. Take care, lots of love, bye.